Hello friends, welcome back to the Art Room with Mr. Eck. Today we're going to be doing a kind of southwestern rodeo themed art project I call Southwest Sunset with Silhouettes and Such. I thought that was a fun title. Anyway, this project is going to include a lot of different art terminology. We're going to talk about, we're going to be making a landscape artwork that's nature artwork that is sideways, like wide instead of tall. That's called portrait. This is called landscape. We are going to be working with perspective. That means that some things are close up, some things are far away, and in the correct place in our landscape scene. We're going to be talking about proportion, where things are the right size compared to each other. We're going to be talking about silhouettes, which I already mentioned. That's when there's a bright light behind something, and so it's all just filled in with black. And also color schemes. So we're doing a desert scene, so it's going to have a very warm color scheme. We're going to use lots of yellows and oranges and reds. We're not going to see very many like greens and blues and purples. So let's go ahead and switch over to the computer. We're going to look at a few pictures of some desert landscapes. So if you go to Google and you type in desert landscape, these are the kind of images you'll get. Notice how lots of warm colors. The greens are not super vibrant. The sky may be blue. We're going to be working with a sunset. So we're going to be working with colors that look more like this. Some far away things can be kind of purpley. That's called atmospheric perspective, where things that are far away kind of lose their detail and kind of turn purpley or gray. So that is something we can do. But anyway, warm color schemes. Look what's in these buildings. There's some hills. There's some flat top mountains that go up. They go up like a normal mountain, and they go straight up, and then they're straight across. Those are desert mountains. Lots of cactuses, which we'll be talking about as well. So this is the kind of scene that we will be creating. All right, guys, so to start off with, we are going to create the scene for our desert landscape, and then you get to have a lot of choice of what you put in your picture and where you put them and what gets the most focus or emphasis. Let's use another art word, emphasis, the thing that's the most important. So first off, we need a horizon line. So our horizon line is going to be somewhere in the top half of your paper. I'm going to put mine right here. And then let's go ahead and put a little half circle there. That's going to be our sun that's setting. And yeah, let's put that there. Don't do anything really hard with your pencil right now. Like draw very softly, because some of these things will be erased. Then this is going to be our background area back here by the silhouette. And then up close, we need a foreground area. So I'm going to make another horizon line. And this is just to give me an idea of where to put the things that are close up. Things that are further away will be back here. So now, what can we put in our picture? I have prepared some options for you, and you're welcome to use my ideas, or if you can think of something that you would like to draw and that you know how to draw, then you could put that in your scene instead. But here are the options that you can use. All right, so I did some brainstorming and thought of all the things that I could think of that might be in a desert landscape. So here are the options that I've come up with, and you're welcome to use the sheet to look at as you draw yours. Make any changes you want to. I'm all about that. So you can have some rolling hills, and I put these little marks on there to show that they're kind of craggy and rocky. They're not covered in grass. These are the desert mountains we talked about, where they kind of go up like a normal mountain, and then they shoot straight up, and they go mostly straight across and pretty straight down. So you can do some of those. You can do a mix of hills and mountains. You can have a howling coyote, a cowboy on his horse. That one's pretty detailed, so I just did that one in silhouette. I thought that would be easier for you guys. Oh no, I missed. I apparently didn't look very closely when I was labeling this. This is not a flock of birds. That is a cactus. And here's a round cactus. This is supposed to be a tall cactus. Sorry about that. Here's a tumbleweed that's bouncing along. Here's some simple birds. A scorpion, a desert mouse, cow skull, a silhouette of a cabin, desert rocks. I would recommend putting quite a few rocks. There's a cow, some clouds for the sky, a mountain lion, a snake, a lizard, a prairie dog, a jackrabbit, and a spider. And I couldn't think of anything else, so this one's blank. Feel free to fill that in with your own imagination. So look at these, figure out which ones you would like to include. If you're in my class and need help drawing them, I'll be happy to walk you through it step by step. If you're one of our online friends that might see this video, then maybe take a screenshot of these so you can reference them as you're working. All right, let's get back to our paper. So the next step is I'm going to Sharpie my pencil lines, and for little bitty details, you're going to need a super skinny Sharpie or an ink pen. So if you're in class with me, you can see me about a super skinny Sharpie, but the things up close, you'll want to probably have a bolder outline. So a regular Sharpie will work great. We're going to color with colored pencils, and then we're not going to color the sky because I think I want to watercolor that. I think that'll be really pretty. But I want all this ground and below to be colored pencil. I think that's a good choice. A lot of color variety there. So I'm going to do the rest of the coloring this time lapse, sharpening it time lapse, and then we'll review. When it came to the greens of the cactuses, I didn't want them to be a bright green, so I picked kind of a yellow green, and then I colored lightly and I went over it with a brown to dull the color a little bit. For the mountains, I mentioned this earlier, atmospheric perspective is when things that are far, far away kind of turn purpley. So what I did to do that is I got a light purple and I colored it purple and I colored it orange to kind of blend the two. And then I went back over the darker areas with purple one more time, kind of the shadowed sides. Notice that all the shadows are on the opposite side of the object from the sun. So the shadows on this side are pointing this way because the sun rays go this way. It's everything on this side, the shadows go this way. So that's real important. And then for the clouds, instead of just doing white clouds, when the sun is setting, the clouds aren't really white anymore. They kind of turn purple, and then the sun shines on the bottom of the clouds to highlight them. And then, of course, when it comes to painting, all the brightest colors should be down the bottom side of the sun or the sky, because the sun is setting. So all the brightest colors are here, and they fade up as you go up. And then I've got a little bit of blue around the edges because night's coming in. And so yeah, this is how you make kind of a realistic desert sunset landscape. All right, so here's the finished piece, and we got color scheme, we've got perspective in that some things are far away and small, and some things are big up close. We've got proportion, things are the right size compared to each other. We have silhouettes, we have all the good things. So a lot of stuff in this lesson. This is a pretty big lesson. Thanks for hanging with me. It's a lot of information, but I think this has the potential to be a really, really nice piece. So give it your all. It's going to be amazing. Good luck, and I'll see you guys next time in the art room.